episode 2. Be your authentic self. Be your authentic self. Okay, so straight at the gate. Number one, let's start with asking yourself what that means to you. Not what it means to anybody else, but what it means to you. I've watched a lot of content and videos that explain or why you should or shouldn't, or however that goes. Like, I don't know. You to each his own, I'm not knocking anybody, but me personally, I feel like attempting to be my authentic self or feeling as though I'm taking steps to be my authentic self have improved my goal setting. And it also has improved how I feel or look at myself, right? Because being your authentic self, it does involve unpacking a lot of things and going deeper and taking accountability and things of that nature, just in the normal average, inner work that you have to do, like shadow work, right? But where it gets kind of tricky is when you're around other people, right? So let's go into number 2, because number 1 was pretty much like a question: what does it mean to you? And you're supposed to kind of figure that out. I can't tell you, you know what I mean? I only can give you hints and make suggestions, and tips, whatever. So yeah, so number 2, more so, it goes into you just realizing that being your authentic self is whomever you deem that to be. Being more honest with yourself. Now, I'm a private person and I believe in keeping things to yourself and being private. But there are certain things about yourself that you tend to pack away or hide. And part of being your authentic self means that you have to open up a little bit. You have to let people in and let people see certain things about you without being afraid. And I know it can be a little, rough, but you start small. Start whatever, start where you're comfortable. You know what I mean? Which goes into number 3. Realizing and accepting the fact that it's okay. It's okay to set boundaries. It's okay to grow. It's okay to outgrow people. It's okay to outgrow your own old habits or whatever the case may be. Uh, Realizing that it's okay that you were wrong before is a huge to me. It made a big, huge difference in my life. Like, I realized, like, okay, where I went wrong without feeling bad about it. Just, assessing the situation, you know what I mean, in a positive way. Like, okay, like using a logical mind instead of an emotional one, and being like, oh, let me think about this situation, and not necessarily putting blame on yourself or taking blame that you didn't earn. Like, it could be a situation where it was someone else's fault, but still try to find that sweet spot, like where your intuition was telling you to do something different, or ask yourself, why did you do it? You know what I mean? So it's it's challenging at first, but it does become easier as you go on. So you do have to keep that in mind. And I forgot, I wrote a note here. Hold on, make sure. Did I? Let's see, make sure, because I write notes, y'all, to make sure I ain't forget. And it's like, it's okay to change your mind. I think I pretty much said that though. Like, it's okay to change your mind. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to fix things about yourself. Anybody that tries to hold you down, if they realize that you're actually trying to take accountability and you trying to, because you have some people where you apologize for your part, not the whole situation, just your part, and they'll take that and run with it. Don't let them. And even if they do, some people you can't help that. So just let them let them have it. You know it deep within you what's going on. You know what I mean? Okay. And let's move on to number 4. Number 4. Okay. Because after you get there, right? And after you start practicing and you've been your authentic self, you're showing up for yourself. You have this growth, and you have stages where you're trying to fix things, or you're trying to make little changes and adjustments here and there, like how you react to certain things or how you would have answered. Sometimes out of fear, you don't answer the way you would have. Baby, listen, let me tell you something. I have whatever gear I'm in, that's the gear I'm in. Whatever my beliefs or how however that go, I no longer hide them. When you bring up a subject, I'm gonna take that road, baby. I'm gonna go down that road. I'm gonna talk the way I talk. Like some stuff, of course, I kind of hold back a little bit because some people just don't get it, right? And that's just for just to keep confusion out of the conversation. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with it. Uh, it's just like talking to anyone who knows something about something that you don't, and you may not necessarily be interested. Like you can't force feed people information no matter how right you think it is or how helpful you think it is. You know what I mean? So yeah, so going into number 4, after you've embraced all these things, you realize that and believe it or not, you have to embrace the topic of community, right? Unity is just necessary. I'm very introverted, but community is just necessary. It's necessary. Like, it's nothing wrong with being far. There's nothing wrong with having distance. There's nothing wrong with being to yourself. What was that? Okay. Wait, what's going on? But yeah, it's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing wrong with, being to yourself and being private. But you have to, and believe it or not, that's part of being your authentic self. Like when you don't want to be around people, part of that is not being afraid to be yourself or thinking that people don't understand you, they don't get you, and you just don't have time for it. Some people, of course, they just prefer to be in their own energy over here. There's nothing wrong with your alone time. I really embrace alone time, and I suggest alone time. I recommend that you spend time with yourself, bro. And learn how to have a good time. Like, you know what I mean? And not necessarily because you're forcing yourself to. Like, I don't know. I think it's healthy to yearn time to yourself. I don't know. Well, that's just me, But yeah, community is necessary, and it's also beautiful. Which goes into my last point, which is number 5. One way or another, you can't avoid it. You can't avoid it. You can't avoid it. Not if you want better. These things, I won't say it's a have to, because it's all your decision. You live the life you want to. Like, these videos are for those who are seeking. These videos are for those who are looking. Well, not just videos, because I forgot this may also only be on audio, depending on where you're viewing or listening to this. But yeah, so it's look, we live amongst each other, bro. That's just that. And I ain't gonna lie, like, to be as extremely introverted as I am, I still like people. I still like being around people. I like talking to people, making people laugh. I like bringing joy to people's lives, And when I first started creating content, I thought that I had this dislike for a lot of group and all of the kind of find out. No, it just depends. It just depends on the environment and the people and me. Because usually, I'm not gonna lie, I've been that person where I've showed up somewhere or I've was guilted into like come on, man, you never, okay, I do it, and end up having a blast. So sometimes it is you that's holding you back. So it's time to stop being afraid. It's time to stop making excuses and blaming situations and people. You have to show up for yourself first. No one else is gonna do so. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta get people right. And sometimes people really are just doing their own thing, and it's not personal either. So you can work on that fear, and focus more so on being your authentic self. And if by the end of this video still not too sure, if I didn't clarify it for you or make it any more clear, I don't know the day. I don't know. I'll make another video. You know what I mean? Because I'm on the path too now. I'm on a journey too. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to learn more about it and make another episode. But yeah, I want to keep this one quick and trying to, I don't know what I'm trying to do. Okay, well, anyway, that's it. That's all I have for you today. Thank you for joining me for another one. Please enjoy I always say please enjoy the rest of your day, your night, or evening, or whatever. I like that. But I also saw a video and I was reminded, because I know there was somebody else that used to say this, but I can't remember who they were, so I apologize. Somebody I used to talk to. But I'm sorry, I can't remember who it was, but I saw a video that reminded me of, there's like I hope you have the day that you deserve. I like that a lot. I like how that that feels. So I don't know, I might switch it up, might depend on how I feel. You know, I don't know. Okay, so yeah, but anyway, I hope you had a day that you deserve. And until the next episode, peace out.